everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and another episode of the Whatever Report. We're just hanging out, and I don't know how long we'll go tonight. We hang out for like an hour on a Saturday, and I ramble, and you guys hang out with me, and I appreciate it. Not feeling super motivated. So we'll see how this goes. I do have something to open here in a minute and show off, and but otherwise it's a Saturday. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. And I got nothing else. I got nothing. We have my man GTQ was in here early tailgating. He is back, as is my friend Bobby. What is going on, sir? I hope you were doing well. So you gonna make all kinds of noise now? You've been driving me crazy for like the last hour. Yeah, because you won't just lay down. You won't relax. Right here. Lay down, be good. So yes. You guys are probably going to hear the dog more than usual because he has been frustrated with me. I don't know what I've done. We're not communicating. Whatever it is he wants or needs, I'm apparently not providing, and I'm a mean person because of it. I don't know, even though I'm taking him out, I'm giving him hot water, I'm covering food, so it is what it is sometimes. So, all right, so let's get into our usual stuff. What are we drinking? We're very boring tonight. Oh, that's not the button I want. I almost ended the stream. I mean, like, very close, because I hit the end stream, and I almost hit the second button to actually end it. So that was not good. Hey, Lasso, what is going on? I don't know. This is just me doing. I'm here. So if this is where you intend to be, thank you. And I'm sorry. I think it's the right response to that. Yeah. Thank you and I'm sorry. I think are the correct responses. But we're just drinking water tonight. I thought about pouring myself something, and then I was like, eh. So I told you I'm not super feeling it. Maybe you guys will get me feeling motivated and that kind of stuff here in a minute. But yeah. So dude, stop. You're all over the place. You're okay. Yeah. Let's see. What's next? If we're drinking water, what's next? Coming up on the channel. In a minute, coming up on the channel is an unboxing. If you saw my thumbnail. That's going to be during this stream, though. We did pick up a 2024 Hunt List book, so we will be unboxing that in a second. Beyond that, probably just the usual stuff. No D&D tomorrow night, but probably won't do Cash or Trash tomorrow unless Tom gets the video out early tomorrow. If he does, I might do it tomorrow just to not have to mess with it Monday. But so that Cash or Trash will probably be Monday. Tuesday, we're going to do volume 2 of 100 Bullets. John and Dave Maris and I, we're going to get that in before the 4th. And then you guys probably won't see me again until the Saturday stream. And I will say this may or may not happen next week. Kind of trying to figure out the family plans. Maybe it happens Friday in order to get it in. Not sure exactly what we're doing around the holiday and stuff, because the holiday's on the Thursday, but my weird town isn't doing fireworks till Sunday. I don't know. Don't ask me. So family's talking about being in, like coming in Saturday and then staying Sunday to see the fireworks and stuff. And so I don't know. I don't know what my family situation is going to be. I don't 100% know what the plan is for next week. So it probably happens, but it may not happen on Saturday. So that's just where we're at. Gordon, my friend, what are you doing? No D&D tomorrow. I don't know for sure about next week, but I'm probably out next week. They don't know on the stream. And that's something if I'm with family, I'm with family. I'm not doing this. That's just like, I'm not splitting. Yeah, generally speaking, I'm not trying to split my focus. So we'll see. But yeah, so I don't know about next weekend. I don't know. On D&D, I'm probably out though. If they come down, I'm probably out next week on D&D. So, which is not good because I think I'm one of the few people that actually has stuff left because I couldn't use most of my character's stuff because you have to be able to see. So, and we got at least one more person to fight, and yeah, I actually have quite a bit left I could do to that person. So it will be interesting to see how that goes if they have to do it without me next week. So, what else? Yeah, so that's the channel stuff. Yeah, beyond that, I don't know. I'm not even close on the Let's Collect. I haven't even started the next Let's Collect. I know who I was going to do, and I haven't even started working on it. It's just the last couple of weeks have been. So, over there. Do that. What's next? Oh, whatever we picked up this week. So, normally this is the every other week. I should have. Oh, I know. I remember. I definitely remember. We'll see if they do, but I definitely remember. I said at least one. I said at least one. I didn't, So, what was I going to say? So yeah, normally they've shipped. They were supposed to be here today, and now it's saying Monday. So I have not gotten my Midtown order for the last 2 weeks. So no Lasso, I have not read the most recent Wonder Woman because it's not here yet. So that's just the way things go. No, we're throwing a bone to our man Kachung. We're gonna do Dr. Fate. I just haven't got it started. I need to. I keep saying I want to. So that didn't come in, but I did have a couple things come in. Obviously, what the thumbnail's about. But before we get to that, I had the final. So my in-stock trade order ended up coming in 3 shipments. Well, that's not true. I actually made 2 separate orders. So, but one of the orders ended up coming in 2 shipments. And so the final of the Omnis that I ordered last month is here. Lasso will get a kick an appreciation for this one. We got the Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, A Hero Is Born. So this is the original, collects the original Miss Marvel run, plus some Marvel team ups, a Defenders issue, Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel Superheroes, Avengers 200, and Avengers Annual 10. So yeah, so we got several books in this. But mainly it's the original Miss Marvel series. I'm a big fan of some of the more modern Kelly Sue DeConnick and that kind of stuff. Is where I really like Kelly Thompson, Carol runs, which is where I became a fan of the character. I've never read this original run, so we're going to, I'm going to dive into this and hopefully actually have motivation to do it because I may end up hanging out with my man John once we're both done and talk about this. So at least that's the rumor if we both get it read this next month. So we'll see. But yeah, so that is here. And Lester's going to be mad at me if it goes to the top of the pile because I haven't read that Wonder Woman Perez Omni. Maybe last one I just need to schedule doing something so I actually get that read. So there's my man Daymers. Let's see. I like the Captain Marvel Omni, but I wish the cover was. I would agree. I mean, it does have her. Well, I'm not a big fan of this Dodson cover. Like Dodson's hit or miss for me. It does have her in an original costume. We do get Rogue, who really only shows up in the Adventure Annual stuff. We do get Mystique. And we do get the black costume. So, but yeah, the Captain Marvel thing being center, it's kind of like, oh, this is who she is now, but that's not who she was then. But they're trying to sell it. So it's kind of like that Gotham City Sirens Omni I bought that was like, says Harley Quinn and the Gotham City Sirens, when it's like, no, it's like Catwoman and Poison Ivy, but they're trying to sell the book. So they slap Harley's name at the top of it. So there you go. But yeah, this came in. And then, let's see. There's a couple different Carol Omnis out. I know there's one of the Kelly Sue DeConnick run, which I almost bought. And then the Kelly Thompson recent run has an Omni out. Both of those are in my wish list, but I haven't pulled the trigger on. So, but I don't know if the second Miss Marvel series, those are both Captain Marvel series. I don't know about that second Miss Marvel series. That's a good question. Not that I've noticed, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Did I say hey today, Maris? Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Okay, so that is your reminder of the 2024 hunt list. I did have a book. We can also flash it my high-tech way. Star Spangled 65, Batman 35, Tech 369, and Tales of Suspense 52 are the 4 books that were left. We got one of them here. It is in an envelope. We did get a little tweak on that corner, but it feels like there's there's like stiff cardboard in there, so I think we're okay. This did come all the way from Canada. Obviously a raw book. So yeah, put your guesses in the chat with what I picked up. It is one step closer to. That is the nice thing, is you just have to pull the strip, and then nice hard cardboard, firm. All looks good. Now I just got to get it out of there without actually like cutting into the book. Easier said than done. And it doesn't look like there's a ton of extra space. There's a little bit. But yeah, so pick this up for a good deal. There was a couple of them. Well, we'll talk. I mean, it's going to start giving it away, but there were several of these for a similar price that were raw copies. And there we go. And I kind of just picked the one. I've been looking at several of them. I ended up just picking the one I thought was the best copy, given the kind of pricing stuff going on. Like there wasn't a ton of difference. It was close. Come on. Cut without going deeper. Just cut the tape. Yeah. All right. Got through. Okay. I got enough to get it out of there. I do have enough to get it out of there. Sweet. So, yeah. Looks like what I thought I bought. May have to take it out here in a second. So you guys I didn't see any guesses in the chat. I'm going to put my knife away. This is the most affordable book left still on my list. So that should give it away. This is the Tech 369. If you don't know, this is technically, I have her first appearance. I have her second appearance. This is actually her 4th appearance. But this is the first time these two team up together on a mission. So that was why this has been on my list for a long time, because you guys know those are my 2 favorite characters. So yeah, this is the first time they team up on a mission together. Oh, this is actually a pretty nice bag, although it's got the freaking Scotch tape, which we're gonna get that out of there. I don't think this is actually Mylar though. It feels, maybe it's like one of those Comics Pro or something. It's like, it's not like a regular like BCW or whatever, like a regular bag and board. It's got a different feel to it, but it doesn't feel truly like Mylar. So, so there was like, I don't know, there was like 4 copies I was looking at. Should give you guys a good look. I think this one should be, based on the description and the photos and what I'm seeing right now, should be in that like 6 to 7.5 range, which is about what most of a ton of my stuff that is Silver Age, kind of, that's a pretty good range. I believe you are correct, but I'm not 100% on that. I think that's right. I want to get some of those. There's a few of those Bat Family books I want to get eventually too. But there was like 4 different copies I was looking at. There was 5 different copies, because there was 3 with 3 different like date stamps. There was a copy that had a pin stamp, and so this is one of the ones that had the date stamp. It's on the back. So yeah. Let's take it out of here. It's definitely attached. Spine is in pretty good shape. I mean, you guys can see. So yeah, I think it's right in that kind of 6 to 7 range, which is what, based on the description, what I thought and what I felt like I paid. So yeah, everything looks like it's here and attached. I don't see no cutouts. I don't see no. Lots of Batgirl and Robin. So yeah, I am pretty excited to check this off the list. Obviously, that leaves me with 3 bigger books left to go on my list for the year, but that gets me 5/8 of the way. So we'll have to get some fresh tape. I ain't putting that Scotch tape back on there. Not Scotch tape, magic tape or whatever. But that is the copy, and I am super excited to check that off my list. So let's grab our thing, and we're going to do that real quick. What is Robin saying in the word balloon? Let go, Batman. You've had it as top bat in Gotham City. From now on, I'm teaming up with Batgirl, is what Robin says, which really means she's hot. Leave me alone. Let me go after the girl. That's what that means. So, I mean, given their relationship and everything, you know, that's what's going on. So, really, like, dude, stop cock blocking. I'm gonna make my move. Which at this time, she was like 10 years older, I think. She was definitely in her 20s, and he was like 16 or something, like 24 to 16 or something. There was a significant age difference back then. Obviously, after Crisis and stuff, they've basically like made them the same age now. Bad girl. Baby, yeah. So, yeah, Robin's like, let me go, Batman. I'm chasing the skirt. So I'm making some moves. So yes, 24. So we are, like I said, 3/10 of the way. If I had the money, there's a copy of all 3 of these others out there right now that I've had my eye on. That I just, this week that I would probably be like, boom, boom, boom. But I don't have that money. So I don't have the money to pull trigger on all 3 of those yet. But, and I just check off the rest of the list. But I feel like 6 months in, we're making good progress. We're more than halfway. Obviously, we've checked off all the smaller ones of the list. For the record, obviously, it's on this year's list, but this one is a book that's been on my list going back to the original 50, 30. It's been on all the lists all the time through. Every time I narrowed the list or readjusted the list, it's always been there because it is their first team up, even though it's not a monster book. It's just one that I've always had my eye on and wanted. Any of those, Silver Age, Batgirl, or Catwoman covers, eventually I probably will try to track down. But yeah, so that is my big pickup. I think it's a pretty big pickup. I mean, it's not it's a good copy. I paid fair value for it, probably. But under $100, like for a raw copy. I mean, with shipping under $100. So for a copy in this kind of grade range from the Silver Age, yeah, take that all day. Thank you, Lasso. Appreciate it, sir. Appreciate it. So we'll set that there, and it'll be go added to the collection. I can check it off a few of my other lists that I gotta like go through all my different stacks and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it is pretty nice. Oh, he's settled. He's sleeping now. He was all fired up from 5 to right as I was going live. Like he'd just been, I don't know. Like I took him out at 5, and then we came in and got my dinner and his dinner, and I took him out just a few minutes before 6. And didn't really do. I mean, he peed, but he wouldn't poop. He hadn't pooped this afternoon, and so I thought that's what he was doing. So I brought him back in. He didn't do anything. Like 6:30, 6:45, he's like, he was like fussing. So I took him out. He didn't do anything. Came back in. 7:30, he was fussing. I was like, okay, you need to go. Took him out. He didn't do anything. So it's like, and then I came in. He was fussing. We came back in. And it's like, so I don't know what's going on with him. He's an old man. He's probably just uncomfortable or something. But he's hanging in there for at least another day. I take we're day by day. We're for sure. So but yeah. All right. So that was our big pickup. What else is going on? What are we reading? We started our 100 Bullets this week. We're going to read some more of that. What about One Piece? Obviously, I'm working on volume 29 of One Piece. So those shorts will be out this week too. That'll be on the channel. And then probably the other thing we're going to read here is we're probably going to get started on this. So it just came today, but John's had his copy for a little bit, and so we're maybe by the end of July. He said one other thing he wants to finish first, and we were thinking, end of July, early August, somewhere in there, that we might try to have read this and talk about it a little bit. So probably over on John's channel, since he's the Omni guy. So, and not like a series or anything. We're just going to read this one and then talk about that one. He's done that he did that with like Big Will, with Immortal Hulk before. And so tentatively that is our plan. And yeah, beyond that, not really read much. Yeah, there's no point in me even clicking on this. I haven't gotten to anything. I watched episode 2 of Game of Thrones. Not Game of Thrones, of House of Dragon. I really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the House of Dragon stuff. I was a big fan of Game of Thrones. I don't hate the last season as much as a lot of people do, but it's definitely super flawed. But anyway, regardless, I've enjoyed House of Dragon. I thought they did a good job of letting it breathe. Like what happened in the first episode, breathe in episode 2, and they really focused on conversations and relationships instead of just, which was some of the best part of the original series. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it keeps going. But that is literally the only thing that I've watched. So no, I've not started to act like, no, I don't care that a lot of people hate it. That's not the reason I haven't started. I've just been lazy and behind. So let's see if we get actually a focus. Sort of. Yeah, a little better. Hey, Kenneth Bird, what's going on? So watch 2 as well. Surprise ending. What was the surprise ending? Oh, the Eric and Eric. Yeah, so that's one of the things is I did enough like around the original Game of Thrones that I know some of the story, and I knew that event was coming. Like I knew the things that have been both of the things that the kind of the big parts of both of these episodes I knew about going in. Because I'd done a lot of like Game of Thrones universe kind of stuff. I don't know all. I've never read the book which is told like a history, so it's not exactly. So they're taking some liberties from that, which they should. So I've never I don't know all the stuff, but that I didn't know was coming. So although it came a little quicker than I didn't actually expect it. I expected it this season. I did not expect it in episode 2. Because I knew it was part of the fallout, but I expected them to not do it quite so quick. So I was surprised it happened in episode 2. I will say that. Let's see. So with that, I think we're to whatever you guys want to talk about. Yeah. I don't know how long I go tonight. Like I said, hey, Carlito, I'm not feeling super. Today was kind of a weird day. I've been trying to clean and do some stuff around the house, and I felt like I was productive, but not nearly as productive as I wanted to be. And even though I was busy all day, and I'm not really tired, but I'm just sort of which is why I'm only drinking water. And it was just oh yeah, I got to do whatever report, which I want to do because I want to show off that book that I picked up. Carlito's book arrived today. I wonder what book Carlito got. So yeah, we're just kind of one of those days. It was kind of rainy and misty and cloudy all day. And I just was I'm here. I don't know. I think it's about time for this to go. I don't know if this is making another week. Originally, I think I told you guys that my thought was, because it's getting hot and it's starting to annoy me, and I did it for the heck of it, and I don't think ultimately it's me or that I really like it that much. And I should keep it through a couple more weeks when we're all together around my dad's birthday, and we'll be together at my dad's birthday, but my sister's birthday is just after that, and so we'll take a bunch of there'll be photos and that kind of stuff, and just to annoy my mom and my sister, but I don't think it's gonna make it that long. It might not make it past tomorrow. I'll be honest. It might go. I remember everything from last night, dude. I only had 2 little bitty pours of whiskey that whole time. And that bottle's 107 proof. It's not even stiff. I mean, it's not I got some 120 stuff in there, proof stuff in there. So no, I was not even tipsy last night. So, nice and cool. It was not nice and cool here at all today. I think that's part of the problem, because it rained this morning, overnight, and then it rained again this morning, and then it was cut with a knife, humid and just sticky and gross all effing day. It was just you stepped outside and you were instantly covered in sweat and moisture, and it was just gross because it was still in the 90s, and it was just gross. That's an evil bad guy's beard. I know. I was wishing that maybe you were true. It was maybe it really was nice today. Sons of Anarchy beard. It's gotta go beard. Where's my sister? It's right now. Let's do it right now on stream. No, we're not doing it on stream. But I guess I got enough of a super chat on stream, but I don't even know what charity I'd give it to. So there you go. So but yeah. So I know I got nothing. What you guys gotta give me something to talk about here. I tried to ramble for a few minutes, see where you guys wanted to go. My lighting feels weird. So if you're wondering, anybody wasn't on last night, about my empty shelf basically up here. This one's empty, that one's empty. like about half my shelves on these two big bookshelves are now empty because I got some shelves for downstairs in my work to kind of complete the basement. My next step, and I moved all my trades. So I now have a indie comic shelf, a DC Marvel hardcover trade shelf, and a manga shelf. So yeah, I've gotten pretty much everything, all that stuff, and there's still some room. Which of course I was like, oh, that means I need to buy more books. And I was like, I room up here, but like I had tightened like my regular like novels and that kind of stuff into like, and put some of them moving away and stuff in order to make room for all my. So at some point, I gotta go through and distribute and like make these shelves look nice again. But not sure when that's gonna happen. Not sure when that's gonna happen. Room equals buy more. Yeah. Like, that was my whole motivation. Like, oh, it'll be nice to actually have a space to put books. And then I was like, I have a space to put books. That means I need to buy some. Even though what I really need to do is read a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them I need to read. But speaking of hot out, yeah, well, better go get cleaned up, man. Later, sir. We will catch you later, Carlito. But yeah, I don't know. You guys are pretty quiet tonight. It's a pretty tone. You guys seem like you're toned down, kind of like I am. Carlito didn't even get to see my book. I don't think I showed it while I was here. But yeah, so that was my pickup. Little Tech 369. Yeah. Really nice copy. I mean, there's some spine wear and some other stuff, but I think it's little something going on in that corner. But am I buying the Dazzler 4-issue mini? No, I'm not. It is not going to make my limited number of books that I buy per month. There's no chance, because if anything, I'm hoping to like cut back. Did I get my June order in? Because it's the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, like, at the moment, every month I'm trying to figure out how to keep myself at 15 books anyway. And honestly, I need to cut down to like 10. That's really where I need to be on the number of books. But I keep buying shit. So I don't buy any. I haven't bought any. No X-Men. None of the new X-Men series did I buy. None. I was tempted by the Exceptional with Emma and Kitty leading the team. And I was tempted by NYX. And I was tempted by Gail Simone writing the one with Rogue and Gambit. But no, I didn't buy any of those. And I'm not going to buy Dazzler. So, even though it's got like Domino in it and some other stuff, and I think it might end up being fun, but you'll just have to tell me all about it. Ad nauseum. So, but I struggle to keep up with what I'm buying now in terms of reading. And yeah, I should probably dump some books. And I saw it, Gordon. There's no way. There's no way. I do find it interesting because we had Houdat on last night. Houdat joined us, and we were talking through his whole thing with CBCS and them losing this book at the con and like ultimately getting it back, and just everybody was, and there was a lot of like, CBCS sucks and it's gonna die, and it definitely struggles to be a face in the market, and I'm gonna make TJ mad, and everybody's now talking about the 9.9 GSX1, which CGC's little plan worked. Like Do people not remember the whole stuff at the beginning of the year where they found an employee who had stolen a whole bunch of books and was selling them, and like, and the whole reslabbing thing and all this, like, that they were doing, like, crappy books were getting slabbed and all this kind of, like, all their screw ups. Not to excuse CBCS's screw up a food ad situation, but I just found it interesting, the dialogue last night. And then they, like, to distract us all, they were like, we're going to pre-screen for 99 and 10.0. And then suddenly there's a GSX 9.9 and a Wolverine 10.0 that exists. And it's like, yeah. Which devalues all these books we've sent in for years, and they've given 9.8s because it's like, whatever. The whole thing is just, yeah. No, trust them. Yeah. So, I don't know. I got some books I'd like to get slabbed. Like, I got some of the Silver Age, like this one and that kind of stuff, I'd like to have in just to protect, and because if something were, like, to make them easy to move, but both companies at this point, I don't know. I don't really want to deal with either one of them at this point. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. I have a bunch of books that, like, at the start of the year that it's like a stack to send off and get slabbed. And right at the start of the year, I let my CGC membership renew. So I got a $150 credit. So I'm going to have to send something at some point. But it's just like, I don't really want to, like, deal with either one of them at this point. Oh, I absolutely agree. The market needs both companies. God, the crap CGC would do if they were it. As it is, they get away with murder, like, and people are just like, it's CGC. And CBCS can't. Every time CGC does something that should give CBCS an opportunity to really step up into the market, they, like, take the pistol out of their thing and start at their own foot every time. So, I don't know. Yeah, you just want to see. Well, I was actually considering, since, like, I have that Golden Age Catwoman that's in the CBCS slab, I was actually considering, like, doing an older CBCS thing just to make some of my Golden Age books match that one and that kind of thing. But now I don't know, because I got that tech book, the Catwoman cover, and that Wonder Woman, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind, because I don't have any of the newer slabs or the newer label from CBCS. I was like, oh, that would be fun, but I already got money at CGC. Yeah. They're absolutely their own worst enemy. They just, yeah. They can't get out of their own way. They cannot. So I'll probably just send these books, and honestly, I'm probably not even I'm debating on even. Last time I reached out to my cleaner and presser, he was super busy. He was backed up, and so I could find somebody else to clean and press, but I don't even know if I want to mess with it. I may just send those books, because there's not much you can do to that Wonder Woman. You could clean that Wonder Woman book and that detective book, and you could actually probably press this one, although I don't know that it really needs it that bad. It doesn't really look like it needs a press. I mean, it wouldn't hurt it. I mean, it wouldn't hurt it. It's definitely got some of those spine stresses definitely are dings. So this one could use a press, but you can't really press a couple of the other books that I'm thinking about, a couple of those other books, but I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing. What else you guys want to talk about? Enough bitching about grading companies and collecting the hobby. Some point I'll figure it out, or I won't. I either will or I won't. Come up with a plan. But yeah, I had a stack of like 20 moderns I was going to send early in the year, and then Haven't done it. Haven't done it. So, like a lot of things I haven't done this year, it seems like. I don't. I work, I sleep, I take care of the dog, I do a little bit of YouTube. And I feel like that is my entire existence right now. And it's just like, yeah. Not that I don't appreciate you guys in the YouTube, but it's just, yeah. I don't seem like I get any of the other stuff I want to get done. So, all right. Enough of that. So yeah, so there are my books. I will say, I probably should keep my mouth shut. It's probably why. Because one of them, like, a copy came up for auction that's on the very low end of, like a low grade. And I know what some higher grades have went for in the last 18 months. And I was like, oh, I might be able to get this for relatively cheap. And it's already past what I expected it to go for. And it's not even to the final yet. So it's like, frick, I thought I'd be able to get it for just to get it checked off, get the box checked. And I was fine with that grade and that condition. And yeah. I got my first Black Widow as a childhood collector in a back issue bin in Chicago for $3. Can't see what I'm doing there, Lasso, but you can kind of tell underneath the comment. Good for you. That's awesome. That is cool. That is cool that you were able to get that book that long ago and for cheap like that. That's awesome. But I will not be getting a $3 copy. I mean, I'm not even sure I can get the facsimile for $3 now. So no. Oh. But yeah, anytime you have a book like that you bought like off the shelf or for cheap in the back issue or that kind of thing, like long ago, super cool, feels awesome. Yeah, it's like yes. So all right, well, you guys are fairly quiet. Yeah, third is the Hawkeye. So yeah, I don't have her second or third or fourth. I have the first thanks to this guy. He sent me a copy of it. I have a copy of her first in the ASM book where the first time she's in the like classic, what we think of costume for Black Widow. So I have that one. But yeah, I mean, the book has come way, way down. It's way more affordable than it was 3 or 4 years ago. Even before, like when her movie was coming out and all that kind of stuff and the crazy prices. So the book is way more affordable than it used to be, but it's still a big Silver Age key. And yeah, at some point, there's a copy right now that's in my grade and price range, but I can't quite go there yet. Can't quite get there. I'm gonna have to wait. Yeah. So, see, just brag a little more, Lasso. Aren't you? Just your collection is so much better than mine. Okay, we get it. Thanks. I know that's not what you're doing, but I'm just giving you just Lasso, we're comic dropping, name dropping. You keep bragging about your collection. I'm gonna like call TJ and say, "Oh, TJ, compare." So, no, that's awesome. Those are sweet books to have, and I think that's cool. You have a lot more Silver Age, Golden Age books than I do. Like, I've dabbled a little bit with some keys and stuff, but I don't have a lot of that kind of stuff. Partially because I collected, 4 or 5 years, 5 or 6 years from 96 to about 02. And then I've been collecting since like 2017, something like that. So all the rest of the time, I didn't buy anything. I didn't try to get stuff. So, sorry, dude. I'm just, yeah. That's where we're at. I made it 45 minutes, which is longer than I actually thought I was going to make it when I clicked to go live earlier. Because I was like, I don't know how long this is going to last. Sorry, I wasn't sure if that was thunder or the neighbor or what. There was some. It's gotten all like that, like thundercloud color of the sky, but it's also getting dark, so it may not be anything. But let's see if we got more weather coming here, dog. Let's see. It looks like it's all going to stay south. That system looks like it's all going to stay south for the moment. Yeah, it's going to stay south. Or at least it appears so. That is the only issue of Lois Lane that I own. Only issue. Like I said, I have very few Silver Age books. Very, very few. Like ones I've specifically targeted is pretty much all I have from the Silver Age. So I don't know, 10, 20 books total, something like that. So what are you doing? Oh, Papa Dog stirring. Yeah, you sneeze. Even if I end the stream, it's too early for you to go back outside because you won't not make it through the night if I take you out at 8 o'clock or before 9 o'clock. So we're getting close. We don't take you out the last time, but yeah, the only person I know that's really collected a lot of the Lois stuff, because I don't, and maybe last time, maybe you, unless you do and I didn't realize it, I didn't think you had a ton of the Lois stuff. Is Big Will has been working on that run, and he's very close to finishing it. But it is so fun. There's a lot of fun covers in that Lois run. There's a lot of fun covers in this Silver Age DC stuff. I know Silver Age DC gets a bad rap because it's kind of silly, but yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in there. Compared to Marvel at the time, it was definitely not the more popular of the two, but Silver Hair, Bronze Age Babe's a big Lois collector. Mostly Bronze Age Lois. Okay, there you go. Is that all Superman family then, or whatever? I thought that was all like Supergirl stuff. What's the Bronze Age Lois stuff? Or just the end of the Lois Lane runs and technically becomes Bronze Age. Maybe that's what you're saying. Time to go over travel. Nice. Very nice. Oh, poor Doki. All right, gang. Yeah, we're coming up on our hour. We're 50 minutes in. Doesn't seem like we got a lot going on. So we'll recap real quick my pickups, and then we're gonna get out of here. The puppy dog's awake again. And he's fussing. So the last of my Omnis that I order and trades that I ordered from Inside Trades a couple weeks ago. Fine. I showed off. Well, I guess I showed off all the others last Saturday, so they were all on last Saturday's stream. Even though they came in during that week, this came today, so it was a little bit delayed comparatively. But was the Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, A Hero Is Born. So this is the Omni that collects the original Miss Marvel run, plus a few scattered team ups and that sort of thing, where she also appeared during this period, and Avengers 10. Which is kind of the end of this run, even though they ended the book before they could get there. Because they ended it at 23, and that was supposed to be the next storyline with all the road stuff. So Claremont had to do it there. But yeah, that original run, and potentially, tentatively, I'm going to try to read this over the next month, and then John and I will probably hang out on his channel and talk about it. I think that's the tentative plan. Then after that, I just need to motivate me, and maybe he and I could do the same about that Wonder Woman run, that Wonder Woman press. So, and then the book that obviously my thumbnail was about is I did check another book off the 2024 hunt list, and I did pick up this Detective Comics 369, fourth appearance of Batgirl, but the first time her and Robin team up. And so this is a nice copy. It's got a date stamp on the back cover. Nice colors. That was one of the things that separated from one of the others that I really looked at price wise. Was this just had the background was way more faded on that one. This had a nice deep green, and just better colors. So this is the big pickup for me. It's a book I've been wanting. It's not like a super high value book, but a book that's been on my want list for a long time. And yeah, with that, the controversial one. Nowadays, it's like, oh, I can't believe they did that. But yeah, it was the 60s. Nice. It is a clean copy. I would guess, and I'm not great in this range of really narrowing it down. I would say, though, it's right in my wheelhouse on a lot of this Silver Age stuff of that 6.0, there's not the big monster keys, but the just Silver Age books that I've picked up that are kind of smaller, minor keys, at 6.0 to 7.5 kind of range. So, yeah, I think with a clean and a press, I think there's a shot this gets a 7 or 7.5, but if it ends up, based on what I paid, as long as it's a 6, I'm doing fine, and I think it definitely. I took it out and flipped through it earlier, and yeah, I think it definitely will get that. So I am not super. It is exactly what it looks exactly like what I thought I was getting based on the photos. So I'm very happy with the book that arrived. So yeah, with that, I think we're gonna call it a evening. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. No D&D tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be back. Probably Cash or Trash is probably still going to be Monday. Tuesday, we're going to talk more 100 Bullets. And I don't know after that. So I'm not committing to anything after that. So, all right, gang. Thank you for hanging out. We'll catch you next time. Later.